The Western Conference Semifinals Game 1. The Memphis Grizzlies are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in Round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the Trail Blazers. The opening game of the conference semifinals. Up next.
These teams are prepared for an epic series. Two of the West's very best clashing in Game 1 of the conference semi.
Here we go.
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Here's the starting group for Portland. They've got Ja Morant. Wiseman is out there with Banchero. Then there's Edwards. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard.
Getting better at reading defense. Willingness to give up the ball to his teammate.
To the middle. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Launches it from deep. Cheeks with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Outside Grimes. The 3 from Banchero. Cheeks pulls it in. Down low. Holmgren. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Morant with it. Nurkic picks him up. Wiseman. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Holmgren with a screen on Morant. Here's Cheeks, hounded by Morant. 5 to shoot. McDaniels from long range. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Back to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Nurkic a screen on Morant. Here's Cheeks. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Screen by Wiseman. Morant, the pass to Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Cheeks can't hit.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
The steal. Inside. Here's McDaniels. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Wiseman. Both teams will make substitutions. There's a minute 59 left in the first quarter. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Banchero. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Banchero's got his second basket of the game.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
And Morant over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. And they're on the run. The 3 is up. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist from Edwards.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Nurkic a screen on Morant. Cheeks passes to Nurkic. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
To the inside. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Here's Cheeks. Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Here's the teardrop. It's deflected. There's the three. Moore's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
So it's both teams making subs. Grizzlies trail by 3. We've got Jaden McDaniels. Holmgren is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Cheeks in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Good discipline on offense. Holmgren not hesitating to make the feed as soon as he sees the open man.
And here's George. Pass to Beasley. Over Daniels. Beasley, that's good. Beasley's got 5.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
The officials were right on top of that one.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Wade comes in for Johnson, and it's Grimes in for Taylor.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And they take the lead. McDaniels gotten his first bucket of the night.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. James Wiseman is second. Chet Holmgren fourth.
They've been both taking great shots. That's the efficiency you want in the postseason.
And the Blazers making a change here. So for the Blazers, Taylor comes in for Wiseman, and it's Morant in for George. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Cheeks with the bucket. He's got 15.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Morant. It's Grimes on the wing. Portland moving it around. That one's good for 2. Beasley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Here's Cheeks. Pass to Holmgren. Down low. Holmgren drops it in.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 9. Beasley finds Morant. Back to Beasley for 3. Lively grabs a miss. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on an 18-6 run. Ooh, poked away. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fires in the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Blazers trail by 12. Beasley outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Grimes. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
Oh, there's the alley. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. 1 minute left in the half. Pass to Grimes. Banchero against Nurkic. Banchero passes to Morant. Now here's Grimes. 4 on the clock. Beasley for 3. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Johnson, he's checked in for Portland. And so it's Memphis, ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Portland Trail.
Guys, they're laying bricks out there. Shaq, I could read your mind as you were watching that.
I can't say that I was thinking out loud, not on this show.
Pointing out that they're shooting under 30% from three. That's frosty. Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies, I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of plays. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to...
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. Memphis leading by 10. Let's get an update on Dyson Daniels. What's the status, Allie?
I was able to catch up with the Grizzlies' head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Despite the longer time frame for a full recovery, the training staff is letting him play. We'll be keeping you updated as we hear more, but for now, he's not going to let this slow him down.
Thanks as always, Allie. Appreciate the report.
Unfortunately, that's not a walk-it-off type of situation. That's just tough. You know, it didn't look good when we saw him go down.
Taking a look at the Trailblazers. We've got Paolo Banchero, Quentin Grimes out there with Ja Morant, Dennis Wiseman, and it's Edwards in at the three. Memphis with a rebound. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
From deep, Wiseman. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Grizzlies lead by 12. Here's Cheeks. Oh, a special move before that shot. Cheeks has got 4 points this quarter.
And Holmgren using that 7-foot length to see the whole floor.
Right side, Morant. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on him.
Well, those types of moves show creativity and determination.
Oh, Holmgren on the climb.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Outside Grimes. Banchero surveys. Portland moving it around. And here's Morant outside.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Cheeks with the bucket.
4 threes in the first half, and now another here in the second. He is feeling it.
Morant, the pass to Grimes. Puts up a 3. Back to Morant. It's stolen by Nurkic. Holmgren with it. Guarded by Morant. Daniels, that one's true.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Timeout called, Portland. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Memphis. Moore comes in for Daniels. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Beasley's checked in for Grimes. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Morant. Again, the miss by Portland.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Cheeks can't hit. Blazers trail by 19. Here's Banchero. Now here's Wiseman, defended by Nurkic. And here's Edwards outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Holmgren with a screen on Morant to the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And get up, Chet. Wow. The next unicorn with the fancy slam.
Here's Morant. 1:15 left in the third. Outside Edwards. Back to Morant. Cheeks pulls it in.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Beasley with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. McDaniels with a steal. And that one's good. Holmgren's got 12 points.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And Carroll passes to Morant. Inside, here's Wiseman, and it's Wiseman with the jam.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Here's Cheeks. He's got 25. Four seconds left. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
And so it's Memphis. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. We've got Dyson Daniels. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Chet Holmgren. And it's Cheeks in at the one. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Beasley misses.
So he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
That one drops for him. Cheeks has got 29.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
George passes to Banchero. Beasley for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Richmond. Hey, from beyond the arc. Daniels outside. They set a pick. Second chance shot. Richmond with the bucket.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
And here's Beasley. Here's the three. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Screen by Holmgren. And he lobs it up. And stolen by Banchero. From deep. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist from Banchero. Beasley's got 8 points in the quarter. Screen by Holmgren. Pass to Richmond. He tries for 3. Portland with a rebound.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Banchero no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Here's Cheeks. And again for 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
And he's going to have to get checked out with that great medical staff that all teams in this league have.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Wiseman's checked in. Pass to Taylor. Here's Wade. He's covered by Holmgren. Here's Taylor. Portland moving it around. Tipped!
And capturing the series momentum up front. This is a monster Game 1 win for the Grizzlies.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And they have to be pleased with how they got this series started tonight. A nice 1-0 lead.
The key now is to carry this same energy forward and get that second win. These are the playoffs, so you can't afford to relax or think you've got the series in the bag.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the Monster.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
And so here's Portland. Beasley with it. Now guarded by Daniels. Taylor. Off target from outside. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Daniels passes to Holmgren. Here's Cheeks. And got it! Another basket!
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Oh, wow! And that one is stuffed right through.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference playoffs. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Memphis Grizzlies come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Trail Blazers. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
On tap tonight, NBA playoff action continues. It's Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. We'll watch the Portland Trail Blazers in this one as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And the importance of depth is in clear detail right now. Both teams missing contributors who can gut it out with playoff survival at stake.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Edwards. Ja Morant, he's out there with George. Then there's James Wiseman. And it's Wade in at the power forward position. And for Memphis, we've got Jusuf Nurkic. Chet Holmgren out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Daniels. And it's Cheeks in at the point. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Pass to McDaniels. And a wide open look for Daniels. No good from outside.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Now, here's Cheeks. Here's Nurkic. Guarded by Morant. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
An imposing screener. Nurkic using all of his frame to create space.
Morant against Cheeks. Pulls up. High post. Here's Wiseman. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Use the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And it's Wiseman that time on the assist by Morant.
Listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
Now, here's Cheeks. And slam dunk by Cheeks.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Wade finds Wiseman. Holmgren with the steal. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Edwards with the screen from Morant. The three from George. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Cheeks' shot is good.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Outside, George. Back to Morant. Clock at 4. Out to Edwards. Portland again missing.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Back to Cheeks. From deep. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Morris checked in for McDaniels. And it's Josh Christopher in for Daniels. Morant outside. Grimes passes to Beasley. Back to Grimes. To stop the run, Green for 2 points.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Cheeks kicks to Holmgren. Memphis moving it around. Inside, Nurkic. And it's Portland with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. When you look at the monster, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, James Wiseman.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Floats it up for Holmgren. And here comes the break. Here's Johnson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Cheeks the pass to Holmgren. The basket good off the assist from Cheeks. Cheeks has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Grimes, defended by Cheeks. And that one is good by Beasley.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Screen by Nurkic. Here's Cheeks.
Oh,
nice finish. And he jams it with authority.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Memphis out in front. They're up by 6. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Memphis.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are...
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Holmgren, he's checked in for Buzelis. McDaniels comes in for Josh Christopher. And Cheeks is subbed in for Daniels. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Wade, he's checked in for Johnson. Edwards comes in for Taylor. George is checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's John Morant in for Quentin Grimes. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Morant. Edwards is out there with Wade. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Wiseman in at the center. Morant against Cheeks. It's deflected. Going inside. And slam dunk by Cheeks.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Morant. Pass to Wiseman. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Morant against Cheeks. Oh, Lively in position. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. No good from Beasley.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Cheeks from outside. They get it again. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Derek Lively. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Moore.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 11-point game. Wade a screen on Cheeks. And here's Edwards from the arc. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something,
looking at this series, and that'll do it for halftime.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. What a game we're seeing from the Monster.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you got to stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Holmgren is out there with Jaden McDaniel. Then it's Cheeks. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Daniels in a 2-guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces.
Down low, Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Morant with the steal. George dishes to Edwards. And George kicks to Wade. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Wiseman no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Not played so far. Morant against Cheeks. Morant bullies his way inside.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Screen by Nurkic. To the inside. To the paint. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Connects from three-point range. Holmgren's got 5 points now this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Morant passes to George. Now here's Wiseman. Shoots over Nurkic. The shot's good from Wiseman. Wiseman's got 13.
And how about the night from Wiseman? There's no stopping this fella once he gets rolling. Good luck slowing him down.
Here's Cheeks. It's good. Cheeks has got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Pass to George. And it's Wade in the corner. And the 3 off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Morant passes to Wade. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Holmgren with a screen on Morant. Holmgren trying to get open, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Grizzlies shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And the first one at the line is good. Cheeks hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Morant passes to Grimes. Here's Beasley. Nice defense from McDaniels. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Cheeks the pass to Nurkic. And it's Grimes with the rebound. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Beasley. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Cheeks no good.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Morant outside. And it's Beasley in the corner. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Beasley's got 12.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And so it's Memphis going into the break with a 10-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Wade, he's checked in for Johnson. Edwards comes in for Taylor. Keontae George, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Ja Morant in for Quentin Grimes. On the floor for Portland, Wiseman's out there with Wade. Then it's Keontae George. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Edwards in at the small forward. Edwards with the screen for Morant. Outside George. Morant against Cheeks. 5 on the clock. No good. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. McDaniels outside. From outside. Goes back up. And down goes the layup.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that could carry on well throughout the year.
Nurkic against Wade. And he jams it in.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. The 15-footer. The shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 12. It's Edwards on the wing. McDaniels defending. Daniels with the steal.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And Morant's got the ball here for the Trailblazers. From 10 feet away, Nurkic there for the rebound. Memphis leading by 14. Here's McDaniel. Cheeks outside. Knocks down the three.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for Memphis.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And this is a team right now that is really playing with swagger.
Yeah, and anytime you can go up 2-0, you are in the driver's seat. They are riding pretty high going into game 3.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the Monster.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Back to Morant. Got a piece of it. Cheeks against Edwards. Cheeks no good. Morant scanning the floor. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, the Monster.